All right, Shalom. Start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom. Quick lesson. And basically, I'm going to go here first. Is about these plagues that are going on, all right, that are making a comeback. And brothers have been going into the bubonic plague or the Black Death. But I remember the other was a pneumonic. Okay, and if that word sounds familiar, it's the same as pneumonia. Okay, so pneumonia meaning of the lungs, I believe what it means. But it says here, pneumonic plague is a severe lung infection caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. Symptoms include fever, headache, shortness of breath, chest pain, and cough. Okay, and if anybody is had pneumonia or infection or flu influenza with those symptoms, they suck, man. They're real irritating. Okay, you can't really breathe. You're hot and cold flashes all the time. Okay, heat flashes and cold flashes all the time. You're burning up, fever. You got headaches. Shortness of breath. You can feel your chest caving, and or if you've seen anybody go through pneumonia, young children or anybody like that, this is one of the plagues that hit towards the end of the Byzantine Empire, the Dark Ages. Okay, was the pneumonic and the bubonic plague, part of the Black Death. Okay, you can see here it says they typically start about 3 to 7 days after exposure. So once you're around people that have it and you contract it, you won't even know that was the group of people till 3 to 7 days later, a week or so after you've been around the infected party. Okay, so now's that time where people are like, "Hey, man, don't touch me, man. Get away from me with all that coughing." Right? So that's the first level, and it just had me thinking about it. Like when people are sick around you and they're passing the plague around, and you don't want to get it, you're like, "Hey, and get away from me. Stay away from me. Hey, cover your mouth, please. Do this." And the hand sanitizer is probably at an all-time high as far as people buying it up, hoping that that'll kill it or cure it away from you. Okay. Also, the disconnect of people. All right. People don't want to be real nice and yeah, let me talk to you, total stranger. Like these things people aren't even really trying to be around like that. Look at these images. Okay. Does your patient have the plague? Does your patient have the plague? Yes, it still exists. Look at this. So yeah, it still exists. Yeah, crazy. The plague is back. It's crazy. Rare pneumonic plague outbreak. Okay, showing it. Here was one right here that I want to read. It says the symptoms usually occur 2 to 3 days after the exposure of the airborne particle of the bacteria. Death usually occurs within 2 to 6 days after symptoms begin. Death. Okay, it said right there, death. Early treatment of pneumonic plague is necessary to reduce the chances of death. This is one of the plagues that the Most High hit the Southern Kingdom when they were ruling for that 1,000-year period. Okay, that allowed these Edomites to take us down. Okay, to weaken us and to take us down. They could never take us down without the power of the Heavenly Father to help them. And so when He removes that power from helping them, we won't be stopped. Okay, Anybody the Most High puts His power behind is gonna win. Okay, we have to face these, call upon the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and Lord willing, if we did it as a whole nation, He would take us out of this captivity right now. But we won't, because the 2/3 won't do it. So we have to go through this process, and a lot of people are going to have to catch this. A lot of the men of the Lord are going to have to treat people, whether it's brethren or brethren's family, and get this and pray and get this off of them. Okay, the bubonic, pneumonic plagues, right? It says yeah, about 10% of people with bubonic plague will get pneumonia plague. Excuse me, pneumonic plague. It's a painful way, man. It's a painful way to go. It says systemic, it's fever, all in your system. Central, it's the headaches. The respiratory, this is all of your systems. Respiratory, cough, chest pain, dyspnea, dys, dys, dyspnea, I can't say it, dyspnea, hemoptysis, I don't know how to say that, weakness in the muscular system, that attacks you on every level, okay? It hits you on every level. Another way they call it right here, Black Death. Okay, you see those images? Yeah, this was something that was happening for to die. And I even was looking into it. It might have been on the movie The Stand, because that it had the plague was in that. Okay, part 1 was called The Plague. The movie The Stand by Stephen King. Okay, and a lot of times they said the harshest part about it was nobody wanted to live with the abandonment that happened from the loved ones of those that caught it. Okay, so imagine your daughter catches it, and in fear for you dying, you have to leave your daughter and you take your family on away from her. Okay? And just leave her somewhere. Nobody wants to treat her, so you just leave her somewhere to die in the next few days. You know how cruel that is to you as well as to them? All right? But this is the type of stuff that's coming. All right? The type of stuff that's coming. Look, there are images of it. Okay? Get it from animals. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation. The prophecy of the day of the Lord. Okay? The times leading up to the day of the Lord. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Famine of the word, famine of bread. Okay? That's going to be taken away from you. Okay? Things to eat is going to be taken away. All right? So imagine your immune system not working because there's not enough food to keep it moving, let alone the proper types of food to keep you strong enough to fight it off. Okay? And pestilences. This is a pestilence. Okay? All right? Pestilences are these germs and these things that are sent upon you that'll kill you. Okay? And this plague is one of them. All right? I'm just touching into the pneumonic side of it. Brothers have hit, I'm sure, hit the bubonic side. And there was another side to it as well. It says, and earthquakes in diverse places. Which, the earthquakes that are coming, like, for us that grew up on the West Coast, California, and places like that felt earthquakes, throughout our lives here and there. Some big, some just regular little tremors and, whatever. When the earthquakes come in the day of the Lord, they're going to be so huge and so frightening. You're going to feel like everything's collapsing around you. Okay? And now they can say that they've made these buildings to withstand earthquakes and they sway with it and all of that. That's so heavy. But get this place. So these earthquakes is gonna shake the people up to a major level to where they're gonna lose all hope and they're gonna their faith is going to be shaken and collapse. They're going to prove that they don't really have faith. These people out there, okay? All these are the beginning of sorrows, okay? These are the beginning of sorrows. See if I want to touch another one. I don't think so. Yeah, matter of fact, I am going to get this one. Verse 19, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Yeah, because if you have a young child with you, if you have any children, but if you have a child with you in that day, let alone a baby, toddler or something, and you know how the Spirit of the Lord on you, it's going to be, and people are what? Marrying and giving in marriage, having babies left and right. These people are going to be plagued by this, okay? They're going to be plagued by this thing. Okay, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. This is going to be the worst time of tribulation ever in the history of the world. Okay? Except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved unless they go by. There will be no flesh to be saved. Shall shot and then protect his elect, his remnant. There will be no flesh left to save. Okay? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Let me go into 2nd Esdras. Start the 15th chapter, might as well. Start at the top. Here's 2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Prophecy means to say something before it happens, okay? And this is it. The prophecies are beginning to speak, okay? The bubonic plague, Black Death, is out there. You know? And to be killed through your lungs is a very painful way to die. Okay? Your muscular system will be weak, all those things that we read about. It's a horrible way to die, but the Most High God's not playing. Okay, said, I will put, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah. These things are gonna happen. You guys could be like, oh, we're past that. There's hospital. You keep watch. You're gonna see. You're gonna see what's going on. Okay, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. You men of the Lord that's prophesying these negative events, so to speak. Okay, don't let that trouble you that people are gonna hate you because you're speaking this truth. Okay, and when it come, when it shall come, and lo, it will come, they shall know it happened. Okay. A lot of people aren't faithful to the Heavenly Father. They're faithful to themselves. They're faithful to, whatever they're into, but they're not faithful to the Heavenly Father. All right. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Okay. He will bring plagues upon the world. Pneumonic, bubonic, these are plagues that he's bringing upon the world. Okay. The plague. It says, the sword, killing instrument, famine, that's another plague, something that's sent upon you to kill you. Missiles and swords is another, killing instruments, guns or whatever, sent upon you to kill you. Death and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All the negativity that the Heavenly Father want us to learn from in this time has been fulfilled, or is being fulfilled in this time. We're about to see the worst case scenario of what happens without the Heavenly Father on the earth, and then the payback for allowing it to get this far out of control. The only ones that'll make it are the elect. Okay, those that have been trying to fight against that and trying to clean themselves up enough for the Heavenly Father and prophesying for the Heavenly Father and doing the works of the Heavenly Father to earn their salvation. Okay, because everybody else is demonic and wicked. Okay, and need to be wiped out. And for you heathen that shall make it, you're gonna be put where you need to be. Okay, you don't get passed over. You get put to work for the Heavenly Father under His men. Okay. Anyway, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. All of this evil sentence against evil work that isn't executed speedily, the Heavenly Father is not going to allow you just to continue to keep pushing that. He's at the point where if it exceeded into heaven, touch is where He has to do something now. Because of the earth of His people again, okay, in righteousness, He's going to bless them and give them great power to heal, power to escape the plagues and things like that. Okay, it says, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Somebody brought in a couple of posters about Aleister Crowley. If anybody knows what Aleister Crowley's about, the Satanic Bible. Okay, I forgot the actual name of the book, but they have those in there. I didn't want to go too deep into it because I was at the plantation, but at the same time, I was looking at it like, hey, you just walk around and ask people to frame this stuff up for you in 2019. You ask the Christian store to do that? That's crazy. All right, it says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's what we do. We complain continually. Now I'm gonna jump down. Right here, verse 12. Matter of fact, verse 11, it says, but I will, matter of fact, 10, I might as well just read it. It says, verse 11, it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Egypt again. Okay, Babylon and Egypt and Sodom and Egypt. Talking about the United States of America. This place got to get destroyed because this is the place that makes everybody believe it's okay to push your wickedness. And we got freedom, we got running water, and we got food and fast food, and okay. But you don't realize how wicked this place is because there's bacon on everything. The Heavenly Father just tired of all the wickedness this world pushes. I'm telling you, somebody in America brought in a poster for the Satanic Bible. And that's okay. And it's much more than that. That's just one small inkling of what's going on. Here in Vegas, I know there's all types of underground child rings, sex rings, and all types of crazy stuff going on. All kinds of crazy, wicked, left-hand, demonic, black magic type stuff going on around here, as well as other parts of the world, and in America even, Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And this is coming, and call Allah Yahweh Hashem Shai. After this plague hits this place, there will be a missile fire that hits this place to cleanse it all out, to burn it all out. Okay, I'm going to jump to the 16th chapter, and I'm going to jump down. That's more so talking about the missiles. Okay. Verse 17, second Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? He said he would deliver his elect. We gotta believe that he is, and the reward of them that diligently seek him. So Lord willing, I'm of the elect, and the Akim out there are of the elect as well, and our families are all of the elect. The 144,000 men, and then the 1/3 also of friends and family and friends of the prophets. That the beginning of mornings, This is people just being in a sad state. Okay, the beginning of famine, the lack of eating, you know, and great death, the beginning of wars, World War III, as well as race wars and class wars going on, and and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? All of this is coming. What shall I do when these things shall come? The answer is call upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in faith and have that faith as a foundation because of the works and the practice that you put in with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the familiarity that you have with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the only thing that's going to work. Okay? Nothing else is going to work. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Nor that bad stuff happens, but people don't think about why. Because of the wicked nature that you push out. That's in America, it's okay to be wicked. You're exalted to be wicked in this society, and you just do it, and you don't think that the tribulation that comes upon you from it is connected to it. It's just what happens. No, because you've been a wicked ass person. Verse I'll read 20:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And we're right about that time where the comfort of people thinking everything is all good, everything is all sweet. People can't be touched. But little do you know, these evils are coming for you. Okay? It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That's when the famine of the word is going to hit, and people are going to be out there searching high and low for the men of the Lord. They're going to go out to the street corners looking for us. They're going to think they seen one of our faces somewhere. They're going to try to find where we live, and they're going to go to the internet, and that's not going to give them the answers no more. All right, the Most High is going to cut his word off, and if that didn't get it in you, it's going to be in pitiful case, man. Okay, verse 22, and I'll close out with this one. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. The other that escape the hunger of the sword destroy. They're just gonna get you if you're dealing with the plague and you still kind of alive and you're barely hanging on, and then here come the famine. You ain't gonna have no food. And then those of you that still somehow eating leaves and twigs or whatever, you're barely holding on. Then here come the sword, whether that's the gun or whether that's ultimately the ICBM missiles in World War III. So you guys don't understand, man. This thing is coming down fast, and if you pay attention, they're already quarantining off. Matter of fact, let me pull up a quarantine. Hold on. Look, there's recent quarantine cases. 2 days ago, 4 hours ago. Look, plague deaths. Quarantine lifted after a couple die of bubonic plague. 2 days ago, BBC.com. CNA says Singapore confirms first case of monkeypox. Patients, close contacts. Okay. 6 days ago, bubonic plague deaths, quarantine, tourist flight, and closed border. Look, more than 700 at 2 California universities under quarantine. They're talking about measles outbreak 2019. Hundreds of Cal State LA. Yep. Right. Hundreds of students. Look, let's do U.S. quarantine stations. There's a CDC quarantine station. Okay. Plague deaths. Okay, 2 days ago. Yep, that was that one again. That was that one. Outbreak alerts. Okay. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, okay? This is really going down. This is getting a little older. April 26th, measles, okay? But these things are all, and if you ain't noticed, the way these devils plague the sky with all these chemtrails, the stuff is still coming for you, okay? Stuff is still coming for you. So you better practice healthy eating. I don't just mean go vegan. I mean just really, for brothers that's in the know, drinking these teas with these herbs in them. Having a balanced diet, working out a bit to have your whole muscular and respiratory system working at a high level. But it's like you're kind of nervous to even go to the gym if somebody got one of these things. They cough on the machine or whatever, or cough on the, and now you touching on it, and man, crazy. Okay, crazy. But these are the times we're living in, and we got to deal with this. Okay. Anyway, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We give all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you.